I have no clue what I'm doing today. I think we're just gonna go to Chris's house, set the shop up a little bit, some powder coating stuff that we want to get set up over there. And then he has a 1UZ FE that we may work on a little bit. He's working on rebuilding the engine. Shut up. He's working on rebuilding the engine so we can get the GS he has running.
Wrong.
Should be interesting. Onward!
But like I said, we need to be real smooth and
Yeah, not floor it like I normally do.
because we're trying to hit all the cells multiple times.
Okay. So as long as we don't see a spider, I'm good. Ah!
As long as we hit every cell like multiple times, it averages out the trims it was using from the factory to try to hit those numbers.
So you actually doing like a full data log now, or?
Yeah, it's logged.
Okay.
I'll be able to take these numbers in this histogram.
Mm-hmm.
This is a percentage of error, basically. This is the percent. Well, this is the percent. If you combine the long-term and short-term fuel trims together, this is the difference between. This is telling you how much the ECU is trying to pull out to hit the commanded AFR or EQ ratio.
And then you're comparing that AFR to.
Right now, we're not even paying attention to that.
Okay.
We're just trying to recalibrate the math. Once we recalibrate that closer, that should.
Okay.
The car will be happier because it's not going to be having to do near as much corrections. Since you've changed your intake and the MAF, or
the headers.
the cold air intake, the bigger that tube is, the slower the air is coming across the mass airflow sensor, so it doesn't know what the hell it's doing.
Okay.
It looks kind of like the higher demand.
Mm-hmm.
The tune is getting closer and closer. Down low, though, there's some parts pulling 17-18%, but up here on top, it's only it's only pulling like 1 to 3%. I've used this, and I know how to set this up when I'm doing VE tuning, but I've got to figure out how to do this to do MAF tuning.
Gotcha.
We shouldn't have to do any real VE tuning on yours until we put the cam and stuff in. And at that point, we'll probably be getting it down in between.
Yeah. Yeah, when it gets to that point, I may just have someone tune it, or worst case, just get me a base tune, and then we go from there.
We can make small corrections from there.
Yeah. I figured if we had a base tune, you'd be able to make the small adjustments. Lately, when I drive this, like I said, it feels a little sluggish compared to what it used to be, but I don't know if that's just because of all the changes I've done, or if it's just because I've gotten used to the car after the last, 11 months now.
Let it idle for a second before we...
Did you already upload that?
No, you're going to have to kill it.
Tune number 2. It didn't like Chris's math changes.
Or something ain't set up right or something.
Yeah, it didn't like something, so we're gonna put that to stock, and he's made other changes that we're going to try. What was it, you made it more linear?
Yeah, the power enrichment.
Power enrichment is more linear. Apparently it did this originally. And we turned the decel off. That would honestly be the only reason I would want to be able to change tunes periodically, is because sometimes I would want to be a douchebag and turn the decel off, so when you slow down it goes
I can do what they call a barble tune.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to be able to switch to that gargle tune or whatever and just fucking like, when it just makes the loud obnoxious pop noises just to piss people off randomly. Buddy Evan, he bought his wife like a Mercedes AMG, and they did that to where when you slow down it goes pa 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 pa, and I'm like, oh, I want that. Do I need it? No. But do I want to anger people? Absolutely. Maybe someone will hear my exhaust for once.
And we're connected and we should be ready to go.
Cool. Technically try number 3.
This time I want to try, let's let it warm up or drive for a little bit to make sure it gets out of the startup loop.
Okay.
Before I start dialoguing.
It's my diff. I think I need to do fluid change on it or something. Yeah. I've been noticing, I've always noticed that the diff has been kind of loud since I've had the car. But I like on the groups I've searched like rear diff, and
are they all saying they use the Turco?
And I don't remember what the fluid they say to use now, but I remember, because this has been a while since I've searched, like closer to when I first had the car, everyone was saying the rear diff has always been kind of noisy. Not like loud, but you know, you notice it like when you're not on the gas.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, well, I mean, I guess this is normal, but the last like, I don't know, month and a half of driving, I've noticed it's kind of loud.
Around there, you know, it's safe to.
Yeah, well, I was just like, I want to be able to punch it when there's no cars, but there's cars.
Go around this track and then there's a.
That's much nicer. Like it feels a little bit better too than what it has been feeling. So it was hanging around that 0.8 at range again, wasn't it? I noticed the light on it was green the whole time. Is it supposed to hang out around? It's supposed to hang out around 1, right?
Yeah, just
cruising. Yeah.
Right at 1.
Which just seems to be doing like 0.99 to like 1.3.
1.03.
Or that's what I meant, 1.03. Sorry.
Like 1.3.
My dyslexia kicked in and I put the point in the wrong spot.
The car's still relatively quiet inside.
It really is. It's funny that the road noise is louder than the actual fucking muffler.
I mean, you can hear it's got exhaust now.
Yeah, it definitely sounds nicer, but I'll tell you, it's quiet inside the car. But Steven, because you know he has the convertible and the S2000.
Yeah.
Him and I were fucking off one day and hauling ass on the freeway, and he's like, "That is much louder than it was before."
Honestly, there's very, very small corrections in here now.
Mm-hmm.
Like down low, it's only showing like a 7%.
It was 17% before.
It was like 18, 19% earlier.
The last time I remember seeing it was like 17-ish, but
up top, 1%. So it's pulling 1% of fuel everywhere up top. So
that's good. And what was the change you made again?
Honestly, I made changes to the power arrangement. I made changes to the MAF, but then I went back.
Yeah, I know we changed the MAF sensor back.
But I turned the fuel cell shut off. The decel shut off.
Yeah. Hey, look, you can see Chris talking now.
Kind of. Still clean that up a little bit. I'm trying to.
Well, the idea is to make small changes to figure out what's working is working before you make more.
You don't instantly start making big changes.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you. I wouldn't imagine you would want to just go try to clean it up as perfect as possible because
you'll overshoot.
you'll overshoot, and even if you've tuned the same car over and over again, not every car, even if it has the exact same mods, is always going to react the same way. So, I mean, more or less it should, but you don't want to chance it. Yeah, I do see where up on the higher end it's only 1.
Yeah, which I wouldn't change a damn thing if they're...
Yeah.
I'd rather it be trying to pull 1% than having to add or...
Yeah. I see right here though, like in this 6300 area, where it's adding 1 and 2 and then 1, and then it goes taking away. What would do that? Probably me letting off the throttle at that point in time, or...
Well, no, because we have the fuel cell D shut off. So
that's fair.
That shouldn't...
Yeah, because I see it's like, it goes like -3, -5, -6, 4, and then it's 1, 2, 1, 1, and then it goes back down to -2, and then it's 2, 3, 2, 3, negative, and then it goes back to -1s all the way closer to the top end. I just don't know what any of that means. This is why I'm not playing with it. This is why we let him play with the things. He knows what he's doing.
We've got our AFR is basically about spot on under bottom throttle. Yeah, because basically 11.5 to 1 air fuel ratio under boost is 0.8 lambda, and we were at like 0.81, 0.82.
Where were we at before? Closer to like 9 or?
Yeah, it was up in the...
I want to say it was
9.
high 9.1s, almost 1 the whole time. So.
Yeah, which is no bueno.
Yeah, that may be why it's been so sluggish for me this whole time, is because it's had all that extra air and the exhaust changes that we did. It's probably just been a little pissy. Because right now we're at what, 0.8? You said it was 0.83?
0.81. It was anywhere from like and at one point I even
Or
seen it flash. It even flashed rich for. I think it was during the shift. It actually went to like 0.77. I think at one point I seen.
That may be these numbers I was talking about
On the shift. Yeah.
Right. That's what I was saying. Was it? Where'd it go?
It might have just.
Right here. See where it's like -6, -5, and then it jumps up +1, +2.
Yeah.
And then it negatives and goes back up again.
Well, that could have even been. Remember, this is averages.
Okay.
So when you nailed it, it could have like zoomed past that section real fast.
Yeah, because it's the average.
It doesn't have a whole lot of data to average.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay.
That's why the longer drives you have, the more data you can average out.
Okay.
But I feel happy with the way that is right now. Did it feel like it ran better?
Yeah, I mean, even on the freeway, it already felt nicer. I would have liked to have had a better chance to do it a couple more times, but there's just traffic on the freeway right now pretty bad, so is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it already felt peppier because, like I told you, hell, when I got here before we started talking about doing all this, I said it felt like it's been running sluggish the last few weeks.
Yeah.
But I figured, I was just getting used to the horsepower.
So everywhere out there on YouTube land, this was not tuned after we did headers or intake.
Yeah.
So it was completely still stock tuned. Other than getting rid of the downstream O2s.
Yeah, but I mean, just deleting that check engine light or whatever is not going to make a big change. But it is funny that I noticed the felt sluggish after we did all that work.
Another thing I took off too, which may be changing stuff too, is the catalyst over temp protection. Now it's flashing the transmission, so it's a little different this time since I made transmission changes. I have to flash both.
Oh, you have to do them individually, or does it do it all at once?
Yep, ECM and then TCM.
Chris made the tune spicy. Spicier, potentially. So you've adjusted the shift points.
Yep.
Bumped up the rev limiter a little bit. And the fueling.
Yeah, I brought in power enrichment a little bit earlier and fattened it up just a touch.
Just a touch.
Specifically for your car.
Yeah. That way I can just data log anytime I want to also and not have to worry about, you know. Chris, get your laptop and let's change shit real quick. It looks better when you're lit up. It looked better. Why did it look so good earlier?
I had the tablet like glowing in my face.
Was that what it was? I thought it was the inside light. It looked fancy. So I should be able to do some good burnouts now, huh? I guess I can film this too, so people can actually see. That wasn't a cop we passed. I know that. I was like, what is it going off? Okay, it's hanging around 1. And then we'll floor it.
So like right at 180, exactly where we want it.
Damn. It feels way different. Like, because it's felt so
where does
sluggish.
It feel like it's,
It's probably they got lane detection on their car.
Yeah, it's at like 58, 5900.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5800. I might have to change a few more maps then.
Chris made the tune really spicy. It says really spicy now. But it curves right here, right? Oh, I probably should have exited there. No, that's the next
You
one.
can do either one.
Yeah. Jesus. It sounded like it was revving high as shit. Too. I was like, oh,
It shifted
God.
at like 68, 6900.
Yeah, fuel level low. Jesus. Woo! That's just like a way different feel.
I kind of think I should bring it down maybe about 200.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because right at the top of the shift, you kind of feel it, and then
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that. Maybe a few hundred RPM would go down. Huh?
it's like something.
That was spicy. Oh, shit.
Letting it breathe.
Oh, yeah, let her eat, man. That's what was happening. Because, you know, my rev limiter was at like 6,000.
No, it was 6,300 before.
Yeah, well,
Right now it's 7,100.
that's all spicy. I'm sure the car's capable of it, but like, Jesus Christ, that felt way different.
But did it feel faster?
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, faster, sure, because like it's able to hold the speed more at the top end. It just keeps,
Well, and then,
climbing.
And then after it shifts, it's more in the power.
Right, yeah, it's still in that high power band and
You're
just
still on
keeps
higher
going.
boost.
Oh, spicy boy. Chris made it spicy. We're going to turn it down just a little bit, but then we should be happy. Oh, yeah, such a distinguished gentleman, I see. I'm being dumb.
It actually does have a touch of knock retard.
Chris is going to start changing everything.
Yeah, right there you were at 21 and a half. And then as soon as it crossed over, I think you had was your traction control on the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the traction control, because see right there, all of a sudden it added more throttle.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even bother turning traction control off. I wasn't thinking about it because I figured it was going to be mostly, freeway pulls. So
Let's do this and see what RPM it should do. the lid off there. Let's go back here to one who's 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 7,000.
Oof.
Shifted and dropped to 55. You're already almost out of injector.
Mm-hmm.
It went over 100% right there.
I told you, dude, these injectors don't, they max out quick from what a lot of people have said, so. It's weird to me that you have so much motor in a car, but like just restrict it so easily from the injectors right off the bat.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
You're at
90-something% injector right
and
there
look,
already.
right at the shift, it bumped over 100.
Yeah.
And then dropped to 75%.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. People say if you do an upper pulley, you automatically have to do injectors. And I'm like, Jesus, that's...
Yeah, it's crazy.
I say we just adjust the shift points, and I'm happy for now. I can deal with that. I hope the lighting is good on this. Driving home now, but Chris killed it with the quick tune adjustments that we did. We've got the shift points, I think at like 6,500 RPM now at wide open throttle. He's made some adjustments to regard with the air fuel ratios are dialed in almost perfect now. We wound up doing some research and found that like under boost, it's like a 0.81 lambda is like perfect air fuel ratio under boost, and at wide open throttle it just straight stays like perfect right there in that area. Forget what else, something to do with the fuel tabling or I forget what that is now. I don't remember, but I mean, he made quite a bit of adjustments. We didn't do anything with timing. We just kind of messed with making sure that the air fuel ratio was dialed in perfect, and then modified some of the shift points and bumped up the RPM limit at wide open throttle. Thank you guys for watching. I mean, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. Don't forget to share the videos with your friends if you're into this kind of content, or if they are. My Instagram's here. Like me on Instagram. And we created a TikTok.
Surprise, motherfucker.
TikTok's here. Go ahead and give those a follow if you would. Appreciate it. Don't forget that videos are every other Wednesday. So if you're seeing this video this Wednesday, it's every other Wednesday. Keep an eye out for more drag race videos, IS300 content, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.